Hey everyone, this is Hiil Street Soul, and you're tuned in to the core with DaMillennialCoach, discussing topics on real life. Check it out. Everywhere you go, don't forget the ghetto. Listen to the core.
Welcome back to day 2 of friendship challenges and how to break through to thrive. I am the Millennial Coach, and if this is the first time you're tuned into the call, this is a show of self-leadership, people leadership, group leadership, all things leadership. But most importantly, what I want to do is spread information that is actually going to help you thrive, evolve, grow, and teach. Because once we learn something, we should be able to teach it. Right. So day 2 on friendships. And why this is important is we never taught, really. I never knew, your friend. Imagine your parents, and I'm talking to the African people, your parents, right? And honestly, if you're from another culture, tell me what your story is with your parents. When you bring that friend to your house and your parents know they're no good, they are no good. And then my dad or my mum, they'll be speaking in our language while the person's there, right? And they'll be telling you, don't be bringing this person back to my house, I don't like them, blah, blah. And the person will be saying, oh, what did your mum say? They said, oh no, they're just checking in about dinner. You remember those ones that you're lying to your friend to protect them? Because if they find that your parents can't stand them, they're going to be like, I don't want to come back here. So we're talking about friendship challenges, how to break through and thrive. So this is not just a hot topic, but it is a really important observation from Auntie Oprah. You can't have friends with 1 ounce of jealousy. You cannot have friends with 1 ounce of jealousy. So what I was going to say before I highlighted that quote is, if you experience a hint of jealousy, I'm so sorry, but you got to X that person. I'm going to give you a couple of stories. A couple, because couples, it's a lot. So one of the things, I listen to a few coaches. I don't listen to a lot of people, because there's things, everyone wants to be a coach now. And honestly, I've done so much training that I find it offensive that you've just woken up. And I'm going to say one thing to everyone. There's not many different coaches. What coaches do is solve problems, help you think differently, maximize your mindset, and also eliminate your limiting beliefs in any area. It could be strategy, it could be leadership, it could be health. So the coaching is not different in the sense, in its foundation. Coaching is different in the subject, but it's not different in the foundation. I could coach people I could go and be a personal trainer. I could teach people on food. I could teach people on health. I could teach people on mindset. I could teach people on strategy. I've even helped people I've managed when they told me they're in debt. I gave them one guy, I never forget, I gave him a 6-month program on how to eliminate debt. After 6 months, the man came and bought me a gift. So this is what I'm saying. When it comes to coaching, I am all things when it comes to coaching, because my mind is that expansive that you show me a small issue and I show you how to get out of it. It's not an issue. So this is why sometimes I'm a strategy coach, I'm a this coach, I'm a that coach. It's all coaching. And if you're truly a coach, your spirit will be able to solve literally 99.9 problems. Okay? The jealousy is one that I'm good at solving. And let me give you a story. So I had a friend. Obviously, she's been exited. Okay? I had a friend, and there was a time that she, we would go out and we went on holiday together, and we was with a really great group of friends. I've got a group of friends in another part in Amsterdam, went to Amsterdam, and we're having dinner. Like, oh, we want to come to London, And because I'm the way I am, I'm one of these people that, I've said this before, I am introverted, and I spend a lot of time alone in solitude, thinking about what I need to be doing next in life. How do I need to evolve? What are the things I need to change? And I like material things, but I'm not a slave to material things. I'm not going to get the latest this, the latest that, the latest phone. Even recording this show, when I was doing my podcast, people kept saying you need to do a video. I just don't want to be copying everyone, but I know that it's part of the strategy of building my brand of the Millennial Coach. So I understand that, but I also am quite shy. So doing this is I have to step into a different version of myself in order to evolve and grow. Okay. So being around a group of women, some of them I didn't know and some I do know, I have to also be interactive, and I have to also take on the version of myself where I'm inclusive and I talk to different people. So the person I was with, I've met her friends. They're not very evolved. They're not very smart. I mean, some people around her, the language, they constantly are swearing to the point that you're like, okay, this is like inbred behavior. And, you know, when I've met certain people, they look like inbreds. And I'm just thinking, at one point, I think it was about 4 years ago, I started to question the value of the friendship. Because the person will be nice, I'll go to their place. And listen, I'm not saying they're bad people. I do want to highlight that this person's not a bad person in any shape or form. I just grew differently. You know, I'd go and spend time with her, spend like a week at hers, and, you know, just we would have fun. But it was this time where we went to Amsterdam, and it was about, actually not 4 years ago, it was about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. And she was like trying to offer my friends somewhere to stay. Now, where she lives isn't close to central London. Where I live is, to get to Oxford Street from my home on the train is 15 minutes. To get to the Eurostar is about 7 minutes. So who lives pretty central, to go to Oxford Street from her house is about an hour. So fast forward, after Amsterdam, I had a birthday party and I invited my friends. And my friends, you would be in a room with an older lady, white, grey hair. You would be there with a young spring chicken Jamaican girl. You would be there with a teacher. You'd be there with a fashion designer. Like, everyone is completely different. My point is, my friends are very, very diverse. I cannot sit here and tell you I have a one type of friend, because I truly do not. So after that party, this person, and the thing is, she was not very nice to somebody, and someone made a comment to me. And she told me, the friend that made a comment to me, she told me, you need to be careful of this girl. So I was thinking, already I had my suspicions, but when someone that you like is telling you something, and this person, again, this person's not spiteful, they don't spend time gossiping, they just were like, the energy weren't right, and they made her feel uncomfortable. And I was thinking, this is not my people don't make people feel uncomfortable. So fast forward, after my party, and it was a hamburger party, I did it in a burger place because I love burgers. She goes to me, can you invite your friends so I can have a dinner party at my house? And I was thinking, in my head, I was like, absolutely not. So remember what I said, her friends were not of any value to me. I didn't get any. Her family are lovely. Her parents are gangster. I think her parents are amazing. But the friends that she chooses, they're not people of substance. To me, in any shape or form. There's nothing I get from hanging out with her friends. Nothing. I don't leave feeling like, oh my God, I need to really make some changes in my life now. You just leave thinking, my goodness, you know, I prefer not to do that again. So when she said to me, let's have a dinner party, I want to start doing stuff because, you know, you've taught me to be more social. So I was thinking, why would you choose my friends when you've got your own friends? Have a dinner party with your own friends. But because you start to realize that the people I associate myself with, they're people of substance, and they're really about elevating themselves, whether it's the men they date, because women I know, the men they date, they will not date certain types of men. They're like, no, this is what I'm interested in. If I don't get it, I'd rather be alone, right? Or the women that I'm friends with, they're just really happy people. They're just happy. They've got their houses. They're, you know, doing well. And the thing is, if they're not financially well off, they're spiritually well off. Does that make sense? They're in healthy relationships. And if they realize the man is not good, they get rid of them. They're not women that are just sitting there hoping for the best. So what I realize is that you have to be careful with jealous friends because they have very low self-esteem. Jealous people suffer from low self-esteem. And low self-esteem can be very dangerous because what that does is that they start infiltrating in your networks. And the thing is, they can never build those networks. So one of the things for me is being around people that are actually happy and thriving on their own and not looking at me to actually substitute something in their life. And I totally agree with Oprah and Gayles, because Gayles was in that interview about jealous friends. They need to be happy for you. When I mean happy for you, they need to be celebrating you. They need to be excited for you. They need to be able to say, you know what, there's things that you're doing that is not helping you. So that's why I like people that are honest. Jealous people, unfortunately, you need to identify any ounce. So it could be how you're dressed. You know, where someone makes a comment, that dress will look better on me than it looks on you. I've heard people say that before, and I'm just like, that's why we're not friends. Why would you say something like that? That's toxic. So jealousy, to me, is a sickness because it shows me, because of your low self-esteem issues, you cannot celebrate, be happy, focus, give people joy. I'm the kind of person, right? So Rihanna, I'm just saying this now. I am your second best friend. Melissa's her first best friend. So I'm her second, well, I'm her third or fourth best friend because her mum's going to obviously be her best friend. She's got her little brother who's one of her best friends. She's got ASAP Rocky, who's now her hubby and the father of her children, and Melissa. So I'm kind of like in number 5 or 6. And I'll take that. The reason I'll take that, when Rihanna revealed she was pregnant, okay, this is because she is a friend in my head. So this is my Wendy Williams part. The way I was texting people, I'm going to be an auntie. I was texting everyone, I'm going to be an auntie. Wale, yeah, I'm going to holler at you right now. So my brethren goes to me, good luck with that, mate. I said to her, you're not happy for me? He said, good luck. Basically saying that if I try and start claiming auntie status in Rihanna's life, security is coming for me, which I can understand, you know what I mean? I'm a stranger. But in my head, me and Rihanna are like sisters. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's the kind of person I am. I celebrate you because I really believe if you're my friend, there's nothing I'm going to be jealous of. I want you to thrive. And I would say to you, if you feel any angst when someone tells you something good, you're not happy, you're not excited because it's about you, you need to go and do the work. Do the work is see a therapist, talk about the tendencies of jealousy that you have. Really important to understand that jealousy is a very, 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 very toxic trait and emotion that actually leads you to do really unkind things to people and saying nasty things to people, and have a mindset where strategy is your optimum way of living rather than kindness. I am the Millennial Coach. I hope that's been helpful and useful, that jealousy, a jealous friend and jealousy isn't something you should endorse. You should allow to penetrate your friendships or the circles that you've cultivated. Jealousy has no space in our environment. And the funny thing is the people that have everything that are more jealous of people that have nothing but joy, love, and happiness. And that's what I'm here to spread, joy, love, and happiness. Because leading and leading yourself should be a joyful experience. It should bring you happiness. And you should be self-full, not selfish. I am the Millennial Coach. You've been locked into the core. And I want to see you on day 3, because we're going to talk about generational friendships. Because I have friends of all different ages, and it's really interesting how to navigate them. And some do fall off, but that's the conversation for tomorrow. So, thank you for listening. I really appreciate you. Please share, like, and I would love for you to subscribe. Help me get the message out on leading self effectively. Peace.